Hey kids, it's Arp. This is the ArpCast, somewhat live from the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains in eastern Tennessee. Today we talk about different things, weird people, and maybe unicorns and rainbows. We read poetry and short stories too. Most of all, we keep it real. This is the ArpCast, starting now. And I am back. It's number 13. It's a Friday. It's not Friday the 13th. It's Friday. This is podcast number 13, November 10th. So it's Friday the 10th of November. And those of you who know me, I hate the and the sts on the end. It's Friday, November 10. Full stop. Anyway, that's right. It's Friday night and I'm excited. The question everyone asks and is asked, big plans for the weekend? You feel compelled to have big plans. Everyone's got to have big plans. If you don't have plans, you got nothing. You're just nothing. And it's worse if you're like in the middle somewhere. Well, I don't, maybe I'll do something or maybe I'll do everything. If you're just doing something, you're a dullard and it's no good. It's no good. You've somehow diminished yourself in the eyes of your colleagues, your friends, your family, the public at large. You're an idiot. Now, if you're on the extremes, if you're not going to do anything, you're just going to veg out, you're going to watch football or the opera, whatever, you're like a mythical hero. Wow. He can do that. She cannot do anything. Just kind of be there in your... in your robe or whatever comfortable house coat you might have. And then on the other side, if you're like headed to Paris or better yet, Borneo, you're like this, you're a god. So mythical hero to god. If you're in the middle, you're a dullard. So anyway, I'm going to do something this weekend. Big sigh. Actually, I've got a pretty interesting weekend planned. So first on tap this weekend, I've got to do this, and no, I'm not watching La La Land, for those of you that are interested. Not this weekend. This weekend, I'm going to see Loving Vincent with my daughter here at the kind of the local art house theater. It's a Regal cinema, but it kind of runs things that are on the fringe. Kind of art house films and things like that. So Loving Vincent, check it out. I'm hoping to do my first movie review ever on Monday's program. So look for that. I'm going to do some writing. I'm way behind. I owe me finishing out Evergreen. If you listened a few episodes back, maybe several episodes at this point, we read an excerpt. I read an excerpt. There's no we, it's just me. There are different personalities in here, but it's just me. Read an excerpt from Evergreen. Remember Rufus, Agnes, and the boys, if you remember it all. Set back in the 1700s. Anyway, I need to finish that up. Going to rework the ArpCast a little bit, do a little bit of social media, that sort of thing. So I'm excited about that. And no, I'm not quitting my day job, Mr. A. Although you may be disappointed in that, but no, I'm not quitting my day job. I love doing this as an outlet for whatever craziness I've got bottled up. So this is a lot of fun, and that's why I do it. And then also I'm going to plan next week, and so I learned a long time ago. I don't always do it consistently, and I kick myself for that. But weekly planning is the absolute bomb if you're tied to long-term plans for yourself, for your organization, for your unit or department, your family, etc., your community, whatever it might be, is to lay that out quietly in a quiet setting. I try to do it on Sunday morning and just plan out the week. I still use my old Franklin Covey planner, and I lay out, the meetings that I know are going to be happening. I lay out the tasks I know I need to accomplish, and I try to work that plan. It is a miserable existence on one side because, work and family and this stuff doesn't always move at the pace that you envision on Sunday. It just doesn't end up that way. But it at least feels like accomplishment when you look down your list or your calendar, or you look a family member or colleague in the eyes and you go, I got this done for me, for you, for us this week, this month, whatever it might be. So try out weekly planning. For those of you that know me, and now for those of you that don't, I'm a huge Stephen Covey fan. And so 7 Habits, glorious book, give it a read. It talks about, back then, I think it was called First Things First. And I don't know what it became after that, but I think in the original book, it was First Things First. It was one of the first three habits, and then you had the 4 habits going after. But give that a read. It's good stuff. And I think you will see a difference in your own life, in your own organization, and just your mental sanity. It's a list, but it's a little bit more than that. And so highly encourage you to take a look at it. So that's the weekend. Just kind of, a dullard's weekend. That's what it is. And but that's okay. I'm not embarrassed about it. And I'm going to have probably fairly dull plans next weekend. I'm a generally dull guy. Most of you that know me would say the same thing. But look, I really love doing this. I get a lot of fun out of it. I have a really big smile on my face right now, which if you're around me at all, whether it's personally, professionally, or just as a complete stranger, I hope you never go, who the hell was that non-smiler? I hate non-smilers. But if you ever come across me, and there are going to be days and there are going to be moments and times when I'm not smiling, but more often than not I am, and I think it's a good thing. So work your plan, have a great weekend, see a movie, read a poem, read a book, hug your loved ones, have a great weekend. Thanksgiving is coming up, and I'm looking forward to several shows that week that are going to be extra special. We're going to get the short story out for you this month. So it's just an exciting time of the year. It's an exciting time in my life, and I certainly hope it's an exciting time in yours and your families, your friends, your communities. Hey guys, that's it. This has been the ArpCast, November 10, 2017. Have a great weekend. Well, kids, you know who this is. It's ARP, damn it. You have been listening to the ArpCast, a sensational, fact-filled experience meant to change the world. I'm happy you stopped by. Our sponsors, those greedy, wily bastards, thank you too. Make sure to write, "This has been the ArpCast." I'm out.